I just want to share two dreams that I had that I believe are from the Lord. And they might not even be significant dreams, but I just want to share them quick with you. Most of my friends on Facebook are church member friends or family friends that might know Christ. So I just thought I'd share these dreams and maybe somebody can interpret it, maybe not. So in my dream, I'm looking out from these windows. I'm looking at the garage and there's like this pink glow on the garage, like a pink light. So I'm like, what is that light? So I walk outside on this deck and I look over the shed and I look up in the sky and there's four big planets in the sky. There's the sun, and the sun is pretty big, about twice the size it normally is, and there's two moons, two big moons beside the sun, and there's like another planet. I don't know what it is, but there was two moons, and they were so bright and colorful and intense, and it was quite the show. I look up and I'm thinking, wow, like look at that sign in the sky. There's this big sun, big moon, it's right in your face. So I thought this was a sign. I thought in my dream, in my head, that it meant that Jesus was coming back soon. That's what I thought in my head. I don't know if that's what the sign means. For some reason, that's what I thought. So I run down and I'm really excited. So I'm like, wow. I just think in my head, Jesus is coming back soon because look at this wonderful sign in the sky. That's what I was thinking in my dream. So I call my friend from Earlton and I tell him, hey, walk outside right now. Look up in the sky. Look at that sign. That means Jesus is coming back soon. And then, or I said, like, I don't remember what I said exactly, but I told him, like, I think I told him, Jesus is coming back or something. And but then I realized, well, it's been about 5 minutes and like, we're still here. Jesus hasn't come back yet. But hey, there's a great sign in the sky. So that's dream one. That happened about a month ago, this dream. So I had this other dream about a couple weeks ago. And this dream happened the night where it was 6 o'clock in the morning, the next morning, where we had like this thunderstorm and the sky, we had like this pink sky. I didn't wake up for that, but like if you go on Facebook, I saw like we had a pink sky and a thunderstorm at 6 o'clock in the morning. One of my employees woke up and saw the sky and he said he's never seen anything like it. Anyway, the night before I'm brushing my teeth and I prayed to God. I just said, hey God, like, give me another dream. Hey, I just was really humble with my prayer. I was like, just give me another dream. Like, and I just left it with him just like that. Just a sincere little short humble prayer. I ended up having a dream that night. Here's the dream. So I'm standing right here in the same spot. This dream happened in the same spot, oddly enough. But anyway, maybe it's just coincidence. I'm right here, and I look up in the sky, and there's a big, huge airplane flying right above me. And it flew right where the planets were that I saw in my last dream. And it was like a big, like Boeing 747 plane, huge plane. And I'm thinking, whoa, like it must be trying to land at the airport because planes fly over my house all the time because I'm in line with the airport. And now on this plane, this was a very dramatic scene. It kind of like the planets were very dramatic. The plane was just flying, but one of its wings was on fire. The left wing was on fire of the plane. And I thought like, oh no, like this is really bad. Like there's people in that plane, like they're in trouble. The plane was going down, it was crashing. And it was crashing right above, like right in there. It happened right here. So I run inside to get like a first aid kit or something because I thought, okay, I can like, when this plane crashes, I can go out and see these people and maybe try and help them because I was one of the first sightings of the plane. I could maybe get there before the firefighters. So I go in, I go to look for a first aid kit, but I couldn't find it or it wasn't ready. I'm like, oh no, my first aid kit's not ready. I might have one in the truck because I'm building a first aid kit for my work truck. So I knew I had one, but it wasn't quite built and it wasn't quite ready. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll jump in the car and I'll go and drive over and see if I could help out when they crash. So I go to start the car doesn't start. I'm like, oh no. The car's not starting, it's cranking, but no start. It's like, And we have this issue with our car, sometimes it cranks, no start, and takes a couple tries. So then I go to jump on the scooter to scooter out, but the scooter, as I'm outside, I look up, and the plane starts to turn. And the plane, it's been probably about 5 minutes now that the plane's been like crashing. The plane starts to turn, and then it's getting dark. The sun is setting, and it was dark out now by this time. So as the plane is crashing, it starts over here, and it turns, and it's right over these trees now, over here. And the plane, and I walk over to this side of the property in my dream. And the plane, this is crazy. This is the next part of the dream. The plane is in the sky, and now it's pitch black at this point. And the plane, there's like an explosion. I look at the plane, and this is like, I look at the plane, it's about to explode. And I'm like, what is going to happen with this plane? And there's a laser beam, like, that comes out of the plane into the sky. And it's like, what is that? It's like it almost looked like it was like powerful, like a nuclear explosion, but it wasn't a nuclear explosion. I don't know what it is. There was 3 colors. I wrote them down in my notes. I gotta check. Right, so the colors of the laser were white, red, and yellow. And after the laser did its thing, at the top of the laser, there was like in the sky, it was pitch black, but there was like a evil face in the sky above where the laser went. Cool dream, eh? So, not quite done yet, getting there. There was this evil face in the sky was like, it looked like a pumpkin, carved out pumpkin face, kind of. It was the eyes and the mouth. And it was red, white, and yellow. And then there's like a man in black that like came down from the sky, from where that laser was. A man in black came down from the sky. And he landed like right at the edge of the bush. And I was standing right, he was landed right by the edge of the bush there. And I was like beside him. And as this laser was in the sky above the plane, or the plane exploding, whatever, I pulled out my phone because it was awesome. And I started filming it. But my phone was like all staticky. And it was kind of glitching out, and it wasn't letting me film. And I thought, oh, like, I'm filming it, but the video is all staticky. And then the guy comes down, and I tell him, hey, this plane blew up, and like, I tried to film it with my phone, but my phone was all staticky. And he just looks at me, and he tells me, like, yeah, like, when I was in there flying the plane, like, it wasn't staticky for me. And that's kind of all I remember from our conversation. Like, we might have exchanged a few more words, but that's all I remember from my dream. And that's all I remember from my conversation with him. Then I was like, I had my supplies to go help the plane, but I kind of gave up on it because I knew it wasn't like a regular plane and something weird happened. So I turned around to walk back home, and I'm like, whew, like I went out to go do something, and it's like, okay, well. So I walked back towards the house, and I look up into the pitch black sky, and then these stars started to appear in the sky, like boop, 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 boop. But these stars weren't regular stars. They looked like stars, but the stars had 2 eyes and a mouth, and they looked like little evil faces. They looked like evil, they looked like the face of like a carved out pumpkin, the eyes and the mouth. And they were just evil faces, like looking out down on the earth, all covering the sky. And it was like, oh yeah, this is the other part to my dream. And then I thought in my head, I don't know if this is what the dream means, but I thought in my head, like, okay, these are all evil spirits now. They're all kind of being unleashed, and they're looking down at the world. And I thought, well, I better go inside, lock the doors, and like, I know I'm going to be covered by the blood of Christ, but I went inside in the dream. So there's all these little faces. They're like, they didn't come down or anything. They're just all covering the whole sky, looking down, evil little faces. So I go, I wasn't scared of them or anything. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was cool, this dream. So I go inside the door, I lock the door, and I say, well, Lord, thank you for protecting our home. And I just thought in the dream, I thought in my head, like, okay, these spirits are going to start to come down into the world, and they're going to, like, I don't know what they're going to do, but I thought they're going to come down. And then my dream pretty much ended. So yeah, that's my 2 dreams. I don't know if it's even necessary for me to share them, but I just thought they were kind of cool. And if you have an interpretation, leave a comment. And I just encourage you, ask the Lord for your own dream. And if you get one, why not post it for us to hear? I don't know if the Lord wanted me to share this dream, but I just figured, hey, why not? I don't know if it even means anything, but I just thought it was kind of weird and crazy, and it's just, I asked the Lord for a dream, and I got a dream, and I just don't know really the interpretation. I can have an idea. I could show you what I think the dream means. I think it might mean, I don't know what the planets mean. If it means anything, maybe it means nothing. Maybe it's just a silly dream. But the airplane was full of people, so I'm thinking it's like, the airplane is like the time that we're in. The airplane is like, it's like we're in us living our daily lives. It's like we're in an airplane with the wing on fire. And it's only a matter of time before that big laser beam thing happens, whatever that means. I don't know. To the plane or to us. And then this evil man came down, and all these evil faces appeared in the sky with them. So yeah, anyway, that's my dream. Bye-bye.